Hello everybody, my name is Shankarji. Today I will be teaching you Chapter 2, 6th Standard, Components of Food. So we are interested in what various foods have inside them. Okay, we all know what food is, like we discussed in the previous chapter, Chapter 1. Food is absolutely essential. Food is an absolutely essential substance for all living organisms to consume in order for them to survive. Now, food has various components inside them. Those components are also known as nutrients. Why they are called nutrients? Because food, we have heard that food is very nutritious for your health. It means that they are not only tasty, most of the foods are tasty, some foods maybe they are not very tasty, but nevertheless they all have something wonderful inside them known as nutrients. Food contains various components, mainly it has carbohydrates. I mean, not all the foods have all the components, but if you combine all the foods, they have all these components. They can vary in various percentages. So food contains, in general, food contains carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins and minerals. Apart from these, you also have, they also contain fiber, dietary fiber, water. Sometimes together they are known as roughage. As we all know, we as human beings, our bodies are made up of 70%. We are made up of 70% water. So like I said, water is a liquid, so we are 70% liquid, 30% solid. So these are the basic components of food. Let me recap: carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals, dietary fibers, water, roughage. Now, what do mainly carbohydrates do? Carbohydrates are the primary source of energy. The source of carbohydrates are mainly, we call them as whole grains, like say for example rice, wheat, corn. So there are three main staple food of the whole world, which is corn, also known as maize, then wheat and then rice. We in India, our main staple product is rice, wheat and corn. Nevertheless, there are other crops as well which we consume for good energy, like barley. You also have ragi. Then we come to proteins. What do proteins do? Proteins are essential substances. They are absolutely essential for bodybuilding and maintenance. Like say for example, some repair in the body is required. So the proteins help in those repair areas. They maintain, and also not only that, they also help us in body development and growth of the body. Then we talk about fats. What do you mean by fats? Fats are also essential substances. They also provide energy. But the only difference between fats and carbohydrates is, carbohydrates, they provide energy after some time, instant energy. Like say you have food right now, maybe 15-20 minutes down the line, the carbohydrates break down the food and they give energy to the organism. However, fat, they don't give instant energy. They always store the energy in the form of reserve energy and storage. So now how will you test whether if a carbohydrate is there in the food which you are eating? So what you do is you take the food in a powder form in a test tube and put 2 or 3 drops of iodine solution. And after putting it down, just wait for a few minutes, maybe you can just shake a little bit. So after a while, after a few minutes, if the food turns bluish black in color, that means the food has starch, also known as carbohydrates. We come to the final topic of this chapter, which is deficiency diseases. When there's a deficiency of vitamin A, we get a disease known as night blindness. What happens is, like I mentioned earlier, vitamin A is absolutely important for a proper eyesight and also for proper skin care. So if there's a deficiency of vitamin A, naturally it will affect the eyes mainly and also the skin. So you will get loss of vision and you will get skin diseases. So normally deficiency of vitamin A causes something known as night blindness. People who have night blindness, they cannot see properly after sunset. So vitamin A can be found in large quantities in carrots, in radish, and also in apples. Then deficiency of vitamin C causes a disease known as scurvy. Scurvy is a situation where your body is not properly able to defend itself against microorganisms, disease causing microorganisms. That's why vitamin C is very, very important, and vitamin C can be found adequately in oranges, in lemons. It's known as citrus fruits. Deficiency of vitamin D causes something known as rickets. So the bones, they get curved. I mean, it's a very painful situation. And vitamin D can be found in a lot of in large amounts in milk, even in eggs. That's why milk and eggs are superfoods, and especially it also has calcium, which is very, very important for a proper bone health. Because if the bones are not strong, and how will we stand properly? I mean, it's due to the bones that we have our own unique shape. Otherwise, we'll just be like a slimy blob of muscle. So it's due to the bones, it's due to the skeletal system that we have a proper shape.